Hello? Oh, am I alive now? Am I alive? Hello, everyone. Hello? Let me see if I am properly live. Yeah, it would seem that way. Okay. Hello, everyone. How is everyone doing tonight? Well, it's not night yet. It's 8 p.m. It's not that bad, is it? Why is there a red dot? Oh, okay. Never mind. Okay. Is everything working? Okay. I think everything is fine. Please do tell me if the volume is off. So, yeah, hello. Today we're doing a tier list. I won't blame you if you don't know, like, maybe 80% of the games that are here. Oh, I should probably wait. Give me a second. Yeah, I won't blame you if you don't know most of the games here. They are quite old, as am I. Oh my god, this mic arm. It needs... I don't know if I should oil it or just throw it away. Listen to this. Oh god, it sounds like my knees. Okay. So, I went around the internets looking for covers of all the old games that I used to play. There's no way I could remember all of them, so I just went like the most prominent, I suppose, ones that I have the strongest memories of. So yeah, well, okay, maybe I lied a little bit. Some of them are just straight up from my Steam library. What can I do? My memory is not the best anymore. Also, I don't know if I want to keep the basic rating. I'll probably do something about this, because this is not very... It's gonna be hard to rank these, because while I was searching for them, there was like, let's call it preliminary, how do you say it? Oh my god, I'm forgetting words. What's wrong with me? Hello, Sushi. 3 from all these. Oh gosh, okay. I'll explain everything. They're mostly not... Oh, okay, maybe some... Okay, there are some obscure ones, but not all of them. Okay, so... I'll probably do it like this. I'll make this... like... favorite. And would recommend. This one I'll do favorite and wouldn't recommend. That's for games that are like aged badly, or I like them for reasons other than them being good games, because and let's do I don't want to make like a mid category where I'm just gonna plump like all the games that I barely remember. So let's do it. Very good. All right. Mid. How do you add more categories? Let's go like this. Oh, okay. And then change the color of the category that I wanted it to. Oh, it's so confusing. Haven't done a tier list before, as you can probably tell. This is gonna be kinda crap. Okay, let's go with this. I think this should be good. This should be good. So how's everyone doing? I hope you're coping well, because it's the weekend coming. So at least we get to rest from work and or school or whatever you're doing. Or if you don't work and don't have school, then I guess nothing changes. But I still hope you're doing fine. Let's start. So first game we have is Akiba Strip. Oh, it's alphabetically. That's why it's here, because there's no way I would give it like a special spot. Akiba Strip is a game that I just bought on a whim, because it had the designer that worked on Monogatari, if you guys know Monogatari, the anime. And I really like the character design, so I decided to give it a try. It's a game where you fight vampires, except you know, vampires are weak to sunlight. So what's the best way to defeat a vampire on a sunny day? Just rip off their clothing, and that's what you do in the game. So yeah, it happens. Well, it happens. It basically takes place in the Akiba Strip. Hello, Urbun. Hello. Oh my god. Oh my god. How are you doing? It's yeah, the anime is very, very bad. I watched the anime as well, because I loved the game, but yeah, the anime is it's kinda, the anime is, if it was the anime I would put it in kinda crap, but it's actually a very good game. It has the right amount of jank to it, but it also feels like very satisfying. It has a satisfying combat and pretty funny dialogue and stuff. I can recommend it. It's very good. Okay, next game is also Hello Clover. Next game is Alpha Protocol. I don't know if you guys are familiar with this one. This is an espionage RPG where, well, the character is set, kinda, but it's like Shepard in Mass Effect. You can modify his looks, and by choosing different actions, you can make him into completely different people, basically, which is, and it's executed a lot better than just Renegade or Paragon, you know, like in Mass Effect. This is a very good game. I wouldn't call it my favorite though. I did enjoy my time with it, but I'm not that into stealth games, and the combat is really, really janky, but it's a lot of fun, and there's a lot of customization, and the dialogues are really great. It's really well written. Next we have, oh, okay, that's out of left field. This is Age of Empires 2. This is I would play the first game that gets in the would recommend category. Oh gosh. Oh, I'll have to be very careful what I do then. Age of Empires 2. You guys might be familiar with Age of Empires 2. It's like the classic real-time strategy game. I did enjoy my time with it a lot. I'm gonna have a bit of a hot take, but back in the day when I first played it on release, I really liked how it looked, but I kind of preferred the first one. Probably just because of being used to the first one and how kind of odd it was with the MIDI music and stuff. But yeah, I liked it, but let's just call it alright. I'm not a huge RTS fan. I like to just mess around with it, basically. I never took it seriously. I honestly think it's a great game. It's just not for me, you know. But I did play it a lot, even though, you know, I didn't take it seriously. Arcanum. Oh, that's gonna be tough, because this is my favorite game. Well, one of my two favorite games. But would I recommend it? There are a lot of patches now, community patches that fix a lot of the jank and rebalance the game. But if it was just like the basic version, I don't know if I would recommend it, because getting it to run is a pain in the bum. But I would still recommend it. Just for the writing, the plot twists, the voice acting, the customizability, the amount of different playthroughs you can squeeze out of this game, and secrets hidden, like quests that you will never even know exist from playthrough to playthrough. Fantastic game. Arcanum. Black and White. This is the first Black and White. This is again, it is, I guess, like, I guess they called them God games, but the first one was more of a God game than the second one. I think I added the second one, so I'll explain later what changed. But the first one was more focused on you having like this familiar that you worked on to teach it, like how to do stuff. I really liked it. I really liked the game just because of the focus on that. I remember it ran horribly on my PC. I couldn't really play it at first. So I still have the physical copy of it, by the way. But I couldn't play it because my PC wouldn't run it. I think it was like my birthday gift or whatever. And I couldn't play it, which is kind of sad. Hello, Psycho, hello. But yeah, I got to play it later on when we upgraded our graphics card, because that was the biggest bottleneck. And I really liked it, though it was kind of difficult for me at the time. I would say it's, yeah, let's put it in very good. It's a very good game, very unique. Though the controls are weird because there's no interface whatsoever. Oh God. All those games are ancient. Shut up! Hello, Mike. Yeah, because I'm ancient. I mean, you're talking to an elf, right? Hello, Funzy. You didn't miss much. Just 4 games. One of which is my absolute favorite. Arcanum. Okay, what next? Oh, this is newer. You guys might know this. Mountain Blade, Bannerlord. I have hundreds of hours in this game. I don't know, there's just something satisfying about it. I don't think I ever finished it per se. 2007. It's not from 2007. Come on, it's older. It's a lot older than that. Bannerlord is the new one. Well, quote unquote new one. Yeah, 2007. It might be the first one, the first Mountain Blade. But yeah, this is. Yeah, I'll put it in very good. It's a very good game. Though if you played throughout the development of it, dude, it had a lot of problems. It's good. It's good though. There's a co-op. I'm not. How should I put it? I usually play on lower difficulty levels. I don't. I just like to enjoy having fun in it. I don't want to, because I realize that Mountain Blade has quite a hardcore audience. Baby gamer. I'm not a baby gamer. I'm a grandpa gamer. Yeah, I'm too old to stress about games. You guys have to remember this. I've played and I've raged. I destroyed monitors. I threw my controllers throughout the years. I've done that. I'm like done. That period of my life has ended. I don't want to try in my games anymore. I just want to sit, relax, and just have straight fun. Arcanum is nowhere to be found. No, Arcanum should be on GOG. GOG should have Arcanum. Because that's where I bought it. Or if you can get it there, you probably can buy it cheaper from like a reseller, though I wouldn't recommend that unless you don't have any other choice. Good play. Okay, I'll think about it. I'll think about it. Maybe I'll stream it. Ooh. If you don't play on max difficulty permadeath, then you're not a gamer. Yeah, then I'm not a gamer. Speaking of gamers, Blaze Blue. Blaze Blur. Blaze Blur. And I actually have this cover, which is really, really, really ugly. You can't really see it from this tiny picture, but I don't know who drew this cover, but it's really ugly. The game, this is the first Blaze Blue, which is, I always mess up the name. I always call it Chrono Trigger. I know it's not Chrono Trigger. It's Calamity Trigger. There we go. And it's a really solid fighting game with my favorite lineup. I played the later Blaze Blue games as well, but this one has my favorite lineup. And if someone asked me for a recommendation for a sprite-based fighter, I would recommend this to him. Baldur's Gate. Ooh, guys, do you know Baldur's Gate? This is the first one, though. Told you I'm old, right? I'm old. My cousin had like the the first one was the first one on just one CD. I think the first one was on one CD. The second one was on 4 freakish CDs. Crazy. Yeah, Blaze Blue is the one with Ragna. Baldur's Gate 1. Would I recommend Baldur's Gate 1? Baldur's Gate is... You know what? I'll say it's very good. The first Baldur's Gate is only very good. I don't consider it my favorite. It's a solid game, but... No. Like, it didn't age gracefully at all. Unless you play the Enhanced Edition, but I think... Was it the Enhanced Edition that combined 1 and 2? Where you could play, like, the whole thing in one go? It's a good game. It's a good game, and I'm not hating on it, okay? It's a good game. It's just, I don't know, it's very bare bones compared to Baldur's Gate 2, which is my favorite, and I would recommend this. And if you want to play Baldur's Gate 2, you should play Baldur's Gate 1. Because you can import your Baldur's Gate 1 character into Baldur's Gate 2. And then you get the full freakish experience. And it's like, all in all, it's like 160-ish hours of solid CRPG gaming. Worf. Hello, Femboy Forces. Hello, welcome. 3 just doesn't compete. We'll get there. We got there. Because Baldur's Gate 3 is here. And Baldur's Gate 3... there are issues I have with Baldur's Gate 3. It's a good game that I enjoyed playing, and I'm putting it in alright tier for a couple of reasons. I ranted about it on Twitter, which is a place where everyone rants about things and then no one else listens to those rants. But there's no sense of camaraderie. The kind that I felt in Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, where you felt that you were like with your team, with your friends, because this felt more like a I compare it to like if Baldur's Gate 2 was Lord of the Rings, then Baldur's Gate 3 would be like oh my god, what's the Stephanie Meyer book that got so many movies? I forgot the name. Twilight, there we go. I did not enjoy how the interactions with the characters went. I did enjoy the writing itself, like the quality of the writing. The direction is what I didn't like. The quality of the writing itself was great, and the voice acting was like god tier. I haven't heard that level of voice acting in a long while. But I didn't like the constant skill checks for every single thing. If they could, they would like ask you for a skill check for making every step so you could trip all over yourself. I didn't like the combat system. I didn't like the RNG engine that they used. I didn't like the exploration because the maps were too big and too overfilled. But that's something that Larian always does. They had the same exact issue in Divinity Original Sin 2. They made the map too big, overfilled with content, and you had to like... Let me explain how you do it well and why it worked well in Baldur's Gate 2. Baldur's Gate 2 had more different locations, different biomes, different styles of, atmosphere that had less stuff in it. Instead of forcing you to spend like 50 hours of gameplay within one map that's filled with content, they spread out the content around the maps. So you didn't get bored of the place that you were in. No, I'm not complaining about the amount of content. I'm complaining about placing all the content in a single map instead of giving us several places and making it feel like this sprawling, huge adventure. They made it like claustrophobic almost. That's how I felt about it. It's a very good game though. No, there's not a single map, but there's very few maps, and all of those maps are overcrowded with content. If they had 3 times as many locations and kept the same amount of content that they have, like quests, dialogues, and stuff, and spread them around those locations, the game would feel a lot bigger and a lot more like an adventure. But that wouldn't work because the whole premise kind of already put you on a timer. It was an imaginary timer, of course, but yeah, I don't know. You can't really. It wouldn't make sense. You would get like a Fallout 4 situation where there was urgency, but at the same time the game told you, oh, actually, I know you're looking for your kid, but how about you go and become a raider boss in the meantime? Which is a little ridiculous. Okay, we're going to real oldies now. Blood 2. The Chosen. Have you guys heard about this one? Have you guys heard about this one? This is a very old shooter game that was, let's say there was an outrage about it. I'm more of a Blood 1 fan. The thing is, I didn't really choose to play 1 or 2 because I was a kid when I got this game. Which, again, I shouldn't have played this one. Maybe that's why I grew up to be an elf on the internet. So you guys know who to blame. But yeah, we got like a pack of games. And Blood 2 was on it. It's alright. Let's not stretch it too far. It's an alright game. It's nothing special. The thing that made it feel special was that you had like a couple of characters you could play as. It has some cutscenes, and it has a lot of ridiculous gore. Yeah. Vampire the Masquerade. Bloodlines. Not Bloodlines 2, the one that's in development hell. This one, I know it's a cult classic, but I will put it in very good. I liked it, but it's just too much jank for me. Like, without patching it with community patches, like basically rebuilding the game with the patches, it's rough. It's really, really rough. There's some really good technological achievements in there, like the facial animations for the time. And the writing is, of course, stellar because it's the best in the industry. People working on it. But yeah, it's just you play through like maybe the first 20 hours and you'll have a lot of solid fun and everything will work perfectly, and then suddenly the game just falls apart. So I don't know what to tell you. I wish it held up better, but it's a solid game. There are reasons for it to be a cult classic, but I always get to the same point in the game where it falls off badly and I drop it, so I can't put it any higher. Code Vein. Code Vein is oh, this is a difficult choice. Would I put it as a favorite? You know what? I'll put it as a favorite. I'll put it as a favorite for this simple reason that it's the only ever Souls-like game that I pushed through. Because most of them just push me away. Because like I said, I really don't like being I really don't like being stressed by my games. I just want to chill. But Code Vein, like the fact that you had like a companion, plus the customization, the style of the game, like, I don't know, there's just something to it that that makes me want to play it. Also, a lot of anime boobs. Shh, I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I do like my animes. Is that a bad thing? Good boobs are always an asset. Okay, let's see. What else? Commandos! Oh gosh, that's a deep cut. Oh gosh, we played that as kids with my brother. Commandos first. First? What? Commandos 1, the first Commandos. This was a game where I spent probably like 50 hours trying to finish the first mission. I only could do the tutorials. I'll say it's alright. Commandos 2, but alright. Because that one I only watched my brother play, and I remember he was very, 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 very frustrated with it. But it looked cool. I wish I was proficient enough to play it. But at the time I just couldn't. Dark Souls 3. No, I will never play Dark Souls. I played Dark Souls 1 and I already had my fill. Conan Exiles. Oh, this is an interesting game. It's a survival, like, open world sandbox, crafting, survival game. Not something that you would probably see me play, usually. But I played it with my brother. And it turns out that it has like bosses and dungeons. And the combat is pretty cool if you play with the controller, because on the mouse it feels kind of weird. Yeah, it's a really solid piece of gaming. I like it. And it's not like, if you just play with 2 people, you can still have fun. You don't have to join like a server full of griefers. No, it's not as punishing. Well, I guess Ark. Can you create your own servers on Ark? I don't know, I never played Ark. I've always heard that the game loads for like 5 hours before you can play it. V-Rising. I have heard about V-Rising, though I don't know. I'm not convinced to it. I've heard that you can mod it, I think. So you remove like the annoying aspects of it and make it into like a cool single player game. Childhood games must have been Pong or Pac-Man. Pac-Man I did play as a kid, so don't you be laughing at me. I don't think I played Pong though. I played River Raid. I don't have it on my list here though. Well, Pong is the first, well, official first video game. Okay. Crusaders of Might and Magic. This might be one of the only games that I actually like bought, and I was the only one playing it, and I actually played it till the end. It's not a good game, but I will put it in the favorite and wouldn't recommend. I have a lot of nostalgia for it. It's horrible, janky, badly voice acted. It's ridiculous when it comes to the plot line, but it's fun. It's fun. Oh, the only game I like did the whole thing as a kid, because back then, you know, you didn't really buy many games for yourself. A game for 2, I think it was like Pong, but Tennis with Gravity. Mike, you are a liar, dirty liar. Dragon Age. Got Dragon Age. Wait, is this Origins? This is Origins. Origins, I'd say it's a very good game. I wouldn't call it my favorite. It's a solid piece of CRPG. I would call it like a spiritual successor to... It called itself a spiritual successor to Baldur's Gate, but I always thought it was closer to like Neverwinter Nights 2. It's an okay game. I like it. Though there were some balancing issues. There was like this one, I think it was like a spider boss that everyone had issues with because it was badly... There was like some bug that made it almost impossible to kill it at higher difficulty levels. But apart from that, it was fine. It was fine. Dragon Age 2. Dragon Age 2. I'll put it in alright tier. I liked the story of Dragon Age 2. It was fun. I liked that there was a time skip. It really felt like it took a while. Like the whole story had more of a scale to it than the first one. However, it didn't have the budget to properly... Well, the budget. I think it was just rushed. It wasn't about budget, but about like the time. They were pushed for time. And so the game released too early. It had too little locations. You had to go back to the same locations like 5 times, doing different quests in the same exact place. Yeah, that's... And the changes in the combat, people laughed at it, that the combat animations switched from like the semi-realistic in Dragon Age Origins to like JRPG combat with characters jumping around and swirling and, you know. But I didn't really hate that all that much. It was fun. It was fun. Dark Messiah of Might and Magic. This is a game that I loved when I first played it. I was so hyped when I watched the trailers with like the physics where you could kick enemies onto spikes and off of ledges and like cut down bridges to make them fall into the abyss. It was a lot of fun. It did live up to the expectations to some extent. But it didn't age well. I'll put it as a favorite, but I wouldn't recommend playing it now. It aged very badly. I tried to play it recently, and it just doesn't want to work on modern hardware, both. And in general, the gameplay just feels off. You know. Interesting list of games. Yeah, it's just I played a lot of weird games. I realize it now. My taste in games is kinda odd. Dragon's Dogma. Is this the first one or the second one? First one. Dragon's Dogma 1. Oh gosh, I was so hyped for this one. I was so hyped for Dragon's Dogma 1. I think I would recommend it. It's one of my favorite games, and I will definitely recommend it. I think it still runs on modern software with not much issues. Yeah. What else can I say? I wanted to buy a PlayStation 3 to play this game, and I couldn't. I just couldn't, because it was too expensive. So I ended up hoping and praying that it would one day release on PC. Even there weren't even rumors that it would ever come to PC. Imagine my surprise, like, what was it, 5 years after release, when I completely gave up hope. They said that Dragon's Dogma is coming to PC. And I bought it on release. And I loved it. I was really, really hyped. Yeah, it's something of an oddball game. I don't think everyone will love it, but I liked it. I liked it a lot. You probably saw gameplay of it because it's a fairly beloved game, and the love only grew stronger after the second one came out in the state that it did. Darktide! Warhammer Darktide. I'll put it in alright tier. It's Left 4 Dead, but Warhammer. I know, there were 2 different Warhammer games before it that tried to do the same thing, and none of those were fun. For me at least. Darktide was, so it gets the alright tier. It's not my favorite genre of games. It's something that I will like pop into and play for a while, and I'll eventually drop it. Especially Darktide, because it was grindy, and I didn't have much patience for grinding. Dragon's Dogma 2... mid. Dragon's Dogma 2 is mid. You have heard it here first. Yeah. Apart from the combat system, the game doesn't really have anything. It's has the same issues as the first Dragon's Dogma with the respawns that can get annoying. Except it runs like absolute garbage. The story is basically nonsensical. I was very, very disappointed because I bought it on... Well, I didn't buy it on release. I bought it a little later because I wasn't sure if it's gonna run on my PC. I wasn't sure that I'm gonna be able to run it because it was so badly optimized. But I risked it, and no, it's not worth it. They don't deserve to be paid for what they've done. Maybe if it spent like 2 more years in the oven, because there is some like structure to it. There are like there's like base that you could build a good game on. They just didn't do that. Okay, no more hating on Dragon's Dogma. Diablo 1. Diablo 1. It's a favorite, and I would recommend it. It's fun. It's a light game. It plays fairly close to like a modern Diablo. Well, not like a modern. I still think of Diablo 2 as the modern Diablo. What does that make me? I know, old. But yeah, it holds up. The gameplay is very simple. Nothing to write home about. And it has great music, great art direction, and it's just fun. It's not overly complicated like Diablo 2, which went a little overboard. But I would still say I finished Diablo 2 like probably 3 times in my life. So I will put it in favorite and recommend. Same reason as Diablo 1. The gameplay still holds up. It's not that difficult. Yeah. I never played online, mind you. If you're into online gaming, don't ask me for opinions on Diablo, because yeah, I didn't have an internet connection at the time that I played it. Diablo 3. Diablo 3 is kinda crap. We have our first crap game. I was so disappointed. I waited till the last moment to even try this game, and I bought it on sale, and I still hated it. It was awful. It was cheesy. It didn't have the dark atmosphere of the first two Diablos. It felt like I was playing Warcraft, pretending to be Diablo. It was all colorful and stupid. Then they killed off all the cool characters from the first ones. Like, ugh. Did I finish it? I finished the main game without the expansion, because after I finished the main game, I was so tired of this game. I didn't like it at all. I couldn't force myself to play through the expansion. It was so bad. As I'm dealing with a block of cheese. Yeah, that's how I felt. As if I was trying to cut my way through a huge block of cheese. It's horrible. Yeah, if there's like one character that's cool in the expansion, that still means that the game is crap, because, you know, one character is not gonna save the whole bad gameplay, non-impactful hit, like, effects. I don't like it. I don't like it. He's so cool, he just Oh, okay. Okay, now I see why you like it. Divinity. Original Sin. This is the first Divinity Original Sin, which was just alright. I couldn't get into it. It was too... I know the Divinity games tend to be like humorous and don't really take stuff too seriously, but it went a bit too far and you didn't really feel the stakes. It all felt like meaningless, basically. I don't like it. Can I pay you to do Yonder Maid Elfboy some more? No, because I don't do the Dara part. I don't do the Dara part. Oh! Okay. Galgun! Do you guys know what Galgun is? It's a game where you shoot a pheromone gun at girls to make them... Yeah? And I like this game quite a bit. It's not hentai. It's just humorously questionable. And the first Galgun I thought was alright. And Galgun VR I thought was very good. You 100% lost on... I never lost in Galgun. Not a single time. At least I don't remember failing ever. Guilty Gear. Guilty Gear. I didn't know how you read the title, actually. I never read it aloud. XX? Double X? This is my favorite. And I don't know if I would recommend it. I think I would recommend Blaze Blue over it. Because it aged. It aged. Like, the resolution it runs in is kind of atrocious. But it's still my favorite Guilty Gear game. And probably the last one I'll ever play. Losing is the best part? How do you lose? What do you get from losing in Galgun? Well, you get the bad ending, I suppose. But kinda like, I think the only game on here that I have played is Diablo 3. Oh my god, and I didn't like it. That's a clash. Oh my god, we have so many to go through. We have to speed up a little, guys. Tony Hawk's Underground 2. Tony Hawk Underground 2. I remember enjoying this a lot. I finished the story and stuff. Finished the game. My brother was really into it. He played online and stuff. I didn't play online. Didn't care to. Yeah, it was a very good game. I liked it. Is Quake on here? It is. It is. Fallout 1. Fallout 1. Now this is gonna be a bit of a hot take probably, because most people would probably have the opposite you know, situation going on, because I think Fallout 1 is very good, but it's not my favorite. If you put Quake anywhere below, very good. I'm gonna do something. We'll see. We'll see. I don't even know if it's the same Quake you're talking about, because there's quite a few Quakes and I don't have all of them. Blacklight Retribution, which is a game that not many people know about. And a lot of people will not know what this game is even supposed to be. It was a first-person shooter that had a built-in, basically the whole gameplay loop was built around you being able to see through walls. So every player could see through walls. It was like a visor mode that you would turn on, and you would see through the walls. You couldn't shoot while you were using that, but you could like peek at people, and it was there was so much strategy to it. It was the free-to-play one. I thought it was an insanely interesting idea. Yeah, they made wall hacks a game feature. It was a lot of fun. I liked it. So many mind games. The one thing that I would put it as my favorite, but the monetization was questionable. Fallout 3. Fallout 3. Where do you think I'll put Fallout 3? It's mid. It's mid. It destroyed my favorite character of the whole franchise. It had awful writing. It had pretty good exploration. The gunplay was horrid. The graphics were kind of aged, even when it's released. Yeah, the only good thing I can say about it is that it's released because thanks to it, we got New Vegas, which was a solid game. Though it still had some of the same issues. Metro Exodus? No, I haven't played Metro Exodus. Can't wait to reach Hunt. We'll get there. Fallout Tactics. You guys know Fallout Tactics? Probably not, right? I replayed it, oh my gosh, throughout the years a couple of times, and I never could finish it, and I finally finished it last year. And I wouldn't call it my favorite, but it's a very good game. I liked it a lot. It's not an RPG though. It's just like a tactical shooter, kind of like sort of like XCOM or something if you played that. It's a solid game. And it tries to keep with the aesthetic of the old Fallouts, you know? Favorite game of all time? I don't know. Maybe one day. Because I haven't been playing many shooters recently. Black and White 2. um, sequel to Black and White, which I will not be putting in the very good category, though it's generally considered to be more playable than the first one. I didn't like it as much because it kind of gave up on being a god game and just turned into an RTS. It included like a normal interface and stuff. Yes, sure, it was easier to use, but it just wasn't the same anymore. It was a lot more focused on your typical RTS strategies and a lot less with messing about with your how do they call it, like a creature, I think. I don't remember, it was so many years ago. Oh, Shadow of the Colossus. I did play Shadow of the Colossus. I liked it. Hidden and Dangerous. This is a game that was actually kind of mid, but I have a lot of nostalgia for it because we had like this. I don't even remember where we exactly got this game, because we had it in like this clear CD case. And I would install it from time to time, try to play it, realize that it's so freakishly difficult, because it seemed like a first-person shooter, or a third-person shooter, because you could switch modes, but it was really like a tactical sort of game where you had to plan every move and do everything sneakily. Are these all games you played? No, there's no way I could remember all of them. There's just no way I could remember all of them. Some of them I just skip if I didn't have anything interesting to say about them. Also, you have to take into account that when I was younger, I mostly played demos because I couldn't really buy games, so didn't have the interwebs. So we played demo discs. I could put in like, what was it? Project IGI, or what else did we play? Like crazy. It's the first game that came to my mind, but we had Soul Reaver demo. We had a lot of games. Okay, Heroes 2. Heroes 2, which is almost my favorite Heroes game. It was very good. It didn't age as badly as some people think compared to 3. Greedfall. Greedfall is one of the newer ones on in this list. Greedfall was a pretty solid action RPG, and it's very dialogue heavy. I wouldn't call it my favorite, but it's very good. I can recommend it. Didn't get internet until 2010. You have to remember that, yes, first of all, I'm old. Second of all, I live in the middle of nowhere. We just got fiber like, what, 3 years ago? Yeah, we still had, I like, my internet connection was so bad that when I started streaming, I had to buy like, I don't know how you call it, like, I had to mount like this weird camera and camera, what the hell am I saying? Antenna, and aim it at the right tower. I don't know what you call this, like radio internet or whatever. Because like my phone line internet was so slow that I couldn't stream on it, so it was an additional expense that I took on just to be able to stream. The sacrifices I made for this. Okay. Half-Life. Half-Life 2. This is Half-Life 2. Half-Life 2 is not my favorite game, but I liked it a lot. It was a solid shooter with some really good animation for the time. And it's stylized, so it still kind of holds up. Just went to internet shops. I did go to internet cafes a few times, but I didn't really have like pocket money. My parents didn't do the whole pocket money thing, so I just couldn't. Heroes 3. Heroes 3. This is something that I will definitely put in favorites and would recommend you try, because it's like a this is like the best Heroes game, period. There's no better one. You can just forget that the rest existed. Speaking of which, Heroes 4, which is a game that I liked a lot, and I won't recommend. I will not recommend. Yeah, I don't know how you call it. It's like radio receiver thing. In Polish, we call it radio-based internet. I don't know how I call it. Like, it uses a phone, like cell phone towers. So you have to find the map of your cell phone towers, and you have to aim your antenna at it. Yeah. It was really expensive for what it was, and it didn't run well. Some guys who have been with me for a long time might tell you that it failed on me so many times. Even on call-outs, it just would collapse suddenly. Hunt. Hunt Showdown, which is a game that I played on stream a few times. I played it a lot with Psycho and with Fonzie, and who else did I play it with? I don't remember. Yeah, I played it a bunch actually, and I played it solo as well. It's a very good game. Wouldn't call it my favorite, but it's an extraction shooter that I actually can play. Because most extraction shooters just have so much pressure in them that I would not want to play them. Jade Empire. Jade Empire, I wouldn't call it my favorite. Again, it's a very, very good game. It's by BioWare, by the way. It was a bit of a departure from the typical fantasy games that they'd made. I think it released after Neverwinter. I don't remember exactly, but it was interesting because it tried to be like a D&D based game, and at the same time it had like action combat using martial arts. It was fun. It was interesting. And it was kind of unique. I don't think you can run it on modern software though, so it's a bit dead in the water now. Left 4 Dead 2. Left 4 Dead 2, I would say, is alright. Okay. That's a controversial choice, probably. But that's because I liked the first one more. The second one, I didn't like the characters as much. I liked the characters of the first one. They were a lot more iconic. Next game. Love Plus. This is a game that is my favorite, and I will not recommend. I will not recommend, because Unless you guys know Japanese, I will not recommend it. Because it's well, Left 4 Dead 2 is just better. I didn't like it as much. Yes, I know it was added into 2. But that doesn't count. The thing that is good in 2 is still Left 4 Dead 1. And it's better than 2. It's like, you know, it's like saying that, oh, they added Baldur's Gate 1 to Baldur's Gate 2 in the Enhanced Edition, so Baldur's Gate 2 is better than Baldur's Gate 1. That's not true. Well, that's true in that case, but if I was a fan of the first one, I wouldn't agree. Mountain Blade. The old Mountain Blade. It's not my favorite. I wouldn't call it my favorite. I would say it's alright. It's just alright. I don't know. I played quite a few hundred hours, so that might sound a little hypocritical, but is this a hot takes tier list? No! It's just my taste. It's just my taste. I'm not saying that the games are bad. I'm just saying that I didn't like them. Monster Hunter World. Monster Hunter World. Where will this go? Oh, there's no way I would like it as much as Baldur's Gate. Yeah, I'll put it on the top of alright. Okay. Hunt isn't very good, Funzy. But Monster Hunter is going to the top of alright. I liked it, but it's just... If I was judging just... Oh, I suppose... Okay, I'll put it in very good, except I'm not counting the expansion. If I was counting the expansion, I would rate it as alright. Because I didn't like the difficulty spike. It just wasn't fun. It was for sweaty people. Okay, next game, Dirty Bomb. Anyone played Dirty Bomb back when it was still a thing? Oh, I liked this game so much. I'll put it as my favorite, but I wouldn't recommend it because it's dead. As a game, it's dead. I liked it a lot. I played so many hours, and I had so many situations where I would scream from excitement from the things that happen in the game. It was just like, I don't know, just fun. They did something right with the game. Though it started falling off very, very rapidly. Too bad. Also, one thing that happened with Dirty Bomb was bad gaming journalism. I know now it's obvious that gaming journalists are bad, but back in the day, people trusted them. And there was, I think, one article that kind of fueled a hate campaign against the game because they thought that the cards that you got for the characters, that you could buy like gold and silver cards and they were better than the bronze cards that you got from the game. They weren't. They were just cosmetic. They just gave your character a slightly different camo and stuff. And the loadouts were always the same. But, you know, people tried to explain this, but the hate campaign was so strong that it really hurt the game. I was so pissed. Because I even had like a couple of people that I had to explain it to, like from my like people who I wanted to get to play the game. I had to explain to them that no, the article is lying. I know it's a huge publication. They shouldn't be, but they were. Asshats, man. Yeah, they did the game dirty and made it bomb. No, I don't love free-to-play shooters that are dead. I like them before they are dead. Mass Effect 2. Mass Effect 2 is not a favorite of mine. But it's a very good game. I liked Mass Effect. And Mass Effect 1, if it shows up, I don't know. Maybe it shows up at some point. Nier Automata. Again, it's a very good game. I won't call it my favorite, simply because it's not a genre that I can really get into. If I was a bit more into the genre, it would definitely end up as my favorite. The music, oh my god, the music in this game is so fantastic. The character designs, like the story, it's great. It's just great. It's just like the combat, the exploration. It's just like, no, it's just something that I can't really get into that much. I wish I could. Because it's a really solid game. Yeah, I know. There's a couple of games in the Nier lore. I think what was it, Drakengard or something? That's in the same world, I think. No One Lives Forever. This is something that was a bit of a cult classic back when we were youngins. I got to play it a bit. I never finished it. Because, it was back when we had to share computers and stuff. Bad days. But I remember it being a really solid shooter. Except it's basically lost media now. It had this like 007 vibe to it. Very stylized. Spy action. Neverwinter Nights 1. The first Neverwinter Nights I was so hyped for. I waited for it since Baldur's Gate 2, because Baldur's Gate 2 had this pop-up. When you were installing Baldur's Gate 2 from your precious set of 4 CDs, you would get a pop-up saying that the adventure doesn't have to end. No, was it in the installer? I think the installer both and the loading screens in game sometimes said that as well. It say that the adventure doesn't have to end after finishing the game, that you can export your character and use it in Neverwinter Nights. Thing is, Neverwinter Nights was delayed, and was delayed badly. It was delayed to the point where 2nd edition of D&D went basically, the way of the dodo, and everyone switched to 3rd edition. So, bye-bye importing your character. Also, the idea changed, so there would be no point in importing your characters from Baldur's Gate, because there was no continuation of the plot or anything. It's a completely separate story. The first one was just alright. I was hyped for it. It wasn't great. Yeah, there's so much to the story. Torment, Tides of Numenera. You guys probably don't know what this is, right? This was this was a Kickstarter project by the creators of Planescape Torment. And it's a really solid game, though I wouldn't recommend it unless you want to read a book because the dialogues in this game are basically like reading a book. There's just so much text in it, and it's so reading heavy that, I mean, if you like this sort of stuff, it's like sort of partially a CRPG and partially like an adventure game almost. It's really solid. I had a lot of fun playing through it, and the story is intriguing. Neverwinter Nights 2, and I separated this because there's an expansion for Neverwinter Nights 2, which Neverwinter Nights 2 as a game in general goes to very good tier. I liked it. However, Neverwinter Nights 2 goes to favorite and would recommend. I don't even know if you can buy Neverwinter anywhere anymore. Like Neverwinter Nights 2. Not Neverwinter, the MMORPG, because that is complete schlock and not worth checking. But yeah, really good expansion, kind of dark. It reminds me of Planescape actually. It's very weird. The companions you get are very odd and hard to understand because they are, you just have to play to see, but they have like very strong agendas, and some of them are like so stubborn that you can't really get to like through to them. But it's all the more satisfying when you can prove your point to them. Pathfinder. This is Kingmaker, so the first one. Pathfinder is an alright game. It has pretty good writing. Again, difficulty is garbage. The balancing is garbage. There's so many bugs. But you can at least finish it now. Because when it's released, and like for half a year after release, you couldn't finish the game. It was so buggy. Yeah, they were too ambitious for what they could do. Pillars of Eternity, the first one. The first Pillars are a very good game. It's a spiritual successor to Baldur's Gate, and I can attest to that, I suppose. To the first one, it feels a lot smaller in scale, but it's fun. It starts a little slow, and it's very heavy on exposition at first, but then it slows, like, stops doing that, focuses on the action, the plot starts to get some tempo, and it's a lot of fun. A lot of fun. That Fire is, I guess I'll put it in the same tier actually as the first one. It's again a solid game, though it does some things better and some things worse. There's like pirate themed things in it. You have to have a crew, feed it. There's like naval battles, which I'm really not into. So if you're into that, that will only make the game feel better. But for me, it was a bit of a... Quake! We got Quake. Who was the Quake person? Was it Femboy? Was it who? Who was the Quake man? Quake man, show up. Being on water makes me sick. I haven't been like in the open ocean ever. Hello, Quake man. Are you the Quake man? Oh, you also like Quake. Quake 3 is my favorite, and I would recommend. It still runs perfectly fine on modern software. Its software is insane. How did they make an old game still run, like, what, 20 years after release? How? Madman. Still my favorite arena shooter of all time. Rimworld. Rimworld is also a favorite of mine. You guys might not know that, but I've played so many hours of Rimworld with different mods and stuff. It's just never-ending fun. It's emergent gameplay is what it does. So basically you never know where the story will take you. And that's what I love about it. You just create your, well, if you have the mod, you can create your own team of survivors, and then suddenly the director can just do the weirdest crap. It's fun. Fantasy Rimworld gonna change you, fam. Soldier of Fortune! Oh my god, I love this game so much. You know what? I'll put it as a favorite that I wouldn't recommend. I'll put it as a favorite that I would love to play, but it doesn't run on my PC. I tried to run it again, and it just stutters so much. I couldn't. I tried like patches and everything, compatibility modes and stuff. No, it just refuses to run fine. Just doesn't want to. Which is a shame, because it's one of my favorite like story-based shooters, and has very like impactful shooting mechanics. You know, it was kind of infamous for how brutal it was, because you could like shoot off limbs. And yeah, I played the demo for probably before we got the full game. I played the demo endlessly, like every day. I still remember the first map, where every single room in it is, and when all the characters, like all the enemies, pop up from, because I played it so much. It's just engraved in my brain. Memories. Skyrim. What do I do with you, Skyrim? I'll put it as a favorite that I wouldn't recommend. I played so many hours of Skyrim, but it's just a bad game. If it wasn't moddable, if Skyrim wasn't moddable, there's no way we would still be talking about it. Let's be honest for a second. It's mediocre. It has worse writing than Oblivion. I know that is an achievement. It has worse role-playing mechanics than Oblivion. The only thing it has is better combat, I suppose. And it looked great for the time. But man, it's like, as an RPG, it's rubbish. It has exploration. I guess the exploration is fine. But exploration is great in Fallout 4 as well, and Fallout 4 is shit. I don't know. Skyrim should thank the modders. I wouldn't suggest Skyrim to people. I like it, but I don't think itself as a game is anything special. And what people did with the game is not the merit of the game. Saints Row the Third. Oh, I played this with my bro. was kind of fun. It was very silly, and I thought it was a very good game. It was stupid. It was fun. It was stupid fun, especially in co-op. Saints Row 2. In some aspects, I liked Saints Row 2 more, plot-wise. It felt a little more grounded. Very used to do ASMR onto the mic to the knee. Fun fact, this is the same mic that I use for ASMR. I just switched it so it doesn't do stereo. And I have different settings too, I guess. Saints Row 2 is alright. It's too janky to put it higher. I would honestly like to put it in very good, because it has a lot of potential and a lot of good stuff about it, but it just doesn't play right. It just doesn't play right. Stellaris. I didn't remember that I put it here. Stellaris is what do you call them? Triple X? Triple X? Quadruple X? Quintuple X? I don't know. Axis. A lot of X's. It's like a strategy game. And I like Stellaris a lot. Though, again, like I said, I'm not a hardcore player, so I like to make it easier on me. 4X. 4X, that's what they call it. 4X. Yeah, I'll put it in very good. I'll put it in very good. It's a very fun game. Not a favorite of mine, but I do return to it from time to time. Yeah, God, the amount of expansions. But that's not like the developer's fault, it's Paradox. If I could kick a company in the balls as like a whole being of a company in its like collective balls, it would be Paradox. I would definitely kick them in their collective balls. Dead or Alive, I didn't know what that was supposed to be. Dead or Alive 5. This is where I began my journey with Dead or Alive. And well, I did play like 4, I think, before that, but it was like just a misadventure. This is where I really got into it, and I think it's a very good game. I remember playing it on Christmas a lot. Like, that was, I don't know when exactly it was, but it was some Christmas that I really got into Dead or Alive. We could get the balls. What do you mean? What do you mean? Are you implying something? Are you implying something? Dead or Alive 6. This is my favorite, and I would probably recommend it. Even though it's dead, it doesn't have any more support or anything. But if you if you want to play it, if you want to play like a 3D fighting game with a very satisfying fighting mechanic that's understandable, and there's a lot of mind games to it, this is your pick. I don't know, I've played so many fighting games, and there's not many that work for me, and Dead or Alive just did. Dead or Alive Extreme. Dead or Alive Extreme that isn't even on the list. I played it once on stream, and that's the only one time that I turned it on. I should probably give it another chance, but I don't know. I just don't feel like it. Fallout 2. This is my favorite, and I would recommend it. This is my favorite game ever. Together with Arcanum, these are 2 of my favorite games ever. I could play them forever. Fallout 2, I've replayed probably like 50 times now. I don't know. Sometimes I finish a playthrough and I start another one immediately. I'm just addicted to this game. Far Cry 3. Far Cry 3. I know there's a lot of different Far Cries, but this is the one that I actually like properly played through till the end. Cause I tried Far Cry 2. I didn't like it. The survival mechanics were annoying. I didn't want to buy the fourth one because it was kind of... Well, I did play the fourth one, I think. I even finished it with my brother, but I didn't enjoy it. Like, the ending was so... I don't know. It was supposed to be hard-hitting and everything. That was just annoying. But Far Cry 3, I would recommend. I would recommend Far Cry 3. Fart Cry, yeah. Yeah, I haven't played 5. After 4, I got jaded. 4 was so... Like, the main missions were boring and not fun. And the whole idea that you would just have fun on your own, and once you reach a certain level of... I don't know what it was called, but... when you reached some level of notoriety, that you would get captured... Like, it didn't make sense to me. It felt very like, oh, we don't know how to make the player go to this place, so let's just make arbitrary points at which they will be taken. No matter how armed they are and where they will just be taken. And I just found it annoying. Freedom Wars. Freedom Wars is... would I recommend Freedom Wars? Now that it has a remake, I think I would recommend Freedom Wars. It's janky. It's old. It feels old. It looks old. But it's a lot of fun. And let me just paint a picture for you. I don't max out achievements in games. I max out achievement in Freedom Wars. Okay? It wasn't on purpose. I just played through the game. Maybe it's because the achievements are easy or something. I don't know. Daggerfall. Daggerfall is a very good game. Daggerfall is a very good game. I played it. I played both the Unity version and the original one. The original one, the dungeons. Oh my god, the dungeons. Some of the dungeons are just not doable. They're just broken. But that's just like part of the charm, I suppose. It's better to play the Unity. Don't do what I did at first, because you're just gonna regret it. And the Unity version also opens you to the ability to mod it, which can be useful. Though I prefer to play just with the basic updates that the Unity version makes. And you can get it for free, because Bethesda released it for free. And you can, I think, there might even be links on Wikipedia or something. I don't remember. It was a while ago when I downloaded it. I still have it on my drive somewhere. Okay, next. Half-Life 1. Ooh, Half-Life 1. I liked Half-Life 1, but did I like it more than Half-Life 2? No, I think it was alright. But like looking back, it was an important game, but looking back, it doesn't really hold up that well compared to Half-Life 2. Which is like reasonable, because it's an older game, right? But yeah, I liked it. It's a solid game. It just has this feel of oldness, you know, and it does do some cheap stuff later on with the enemies. Just basically have to remember the layout of the enemies popping out from behind the walls. It's a little annoying. A bit of a lazy design. Dragon Age Inquisition. Dragon Age Inquisition is thoroughly mid. I hate Zen. Dragon Age Inquisition is mid. The story is fine, I guess. What bugs it down for me is both the terrible combat system, boring exploration, timers on events. What else? Character creation was very wonky. Your character always looks like they're missing like I don't know. Like they got into a horrible accident and got disfigured and are missing like some important things that would make them look more human. And Black Mesa. Max Payne. Max Payne is my favorite. Would I recommend it though? I really like the first Max Payne. It's so good. It's so good. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Fanboy Forces. I didn't mean to imply any connection to what happened. Okay. Max Payne. I suppose I could recommend Max Payne. I heard that there's gonna be a remake, but it's gonna be a remake of the third one, so who cares? The first one is really good. I finished... Oh, the funniest thing about this is I finished it on PC and then I finished it on my phone. Yes, I finished Max Payne on my phone. It was years ago though. When the first fascinations of with phones that could play old retro video games was a thing. Yeah. Morrowind. Oh gosh, I'm gonna get myself into hot water with this one, because Morrowind I find just alright. Yeah, I like Daggerfall more than I liked Morrowind. Morrowind I could never really get myself to finish. I love the world of Morrowind. I love the stylization. I don't hate the RPG mechanics. They're fine. What I don't like is chores. And the later quests in the main storyline become a chore. It's just wasting your time and it's just not fun. You know, it was fine when it released and, you know, you got to explore areas and it all looked great, right? Because the like a wow effect was a lot stronger for like your average gamer. But when you play it as the old game that it is now, and there's no wow to the location that you're exploring, it just feels like you're doing busy work. And you finish one busy work and you're sent to do next busy work and next busy work. And it's basically a collect-a-thon at some point. And I was kind of disappointed. Even though the story itself is really fascinating and the lore and stuff. I remember when I first played Morrowind, I liked to just take the books and just quote unquote sit down and just read them. I had a lot of fun doing that. Mass Effect 1. Mass Effect 1 was alright. It was janky. It was janky and it was not quite there yet as far as like all the action RPG mechanics. So it felt more RPG-y than the second one. But it, some things, this is gonna be a hot take, some things I don't think are meant to be combined. You have to choose, either make the combat skill-based or make it character skill-based. Because when you mix it up, you get very mixed results. In most cases, it's either frustrating, janky, just not fun. Sometimes it might be unique if you're lucky. And unique is such a word, sort of like a magical word that covers a lot of hurt, right? If someone asks you, "Oh, I've heard that you got a new car. How is it?" "Oh, it's unique." You know. Pathfinder, or Wrath of the Righteous. This game I finished finally after dropping it at the very end because the enemies were bugged and you couldn't hurt them and they would stun all your team. Again, I forgot what the company is called that makes those Pathfinder games, but balancing, I don't know what happens to balance when they get to making and designing those games. It just goes out the window. They focus so much on like the hardcore players. Though I've heard that Pathfinder itself is kind of crazy in that aspect, but in general, like the games, I compared the skills and the stats and the attributes of the characters in the game to the rulebook counterpart, and they were all elevated to like extreme levels where you had to like half of the enemies in the game you had to throw a 20 to hit. I don't know. It's more like gambling than playing a game. I must go. Okay, see you later, psycho. See you later. See you later. No, there's nothing shocking probably about this. Oblivion. Where am I gonna put Oblivion? I'm just gonna put it next to Morrowind. I know. It had better gameplay and had worse writing, I suppose, but it was just something new. It introduced a lot of stuff that were like, groundbreaking, like the characters having their whole day cycles and stuff and actually going and doing things. Thoughts on remaster? I am playing the remaster. I haven't finished it yet, but in general, it does a lot of things right. I know the pictures kind of seem like the game looks very drab and gray and brown and stuff. It doesn't. It's not as like pastel as the old one. But that's because it was the era of bloom and everyone just put bloom everywhere. If they put bloom on this one as well, to the point of everything glowing, it would also look kind of more pastel. But yeah, they changed some things that I didn't like some of the outfits and armors are kind of on the female characters. I don't know what they've done, but I'm playing like a rogue, and I wear like leather armor, and it looks like I'm wearing a barrel, because they just took the model from the male character and just put it on the female model and didn't even like form fit it in any way. It just like it looks horrible. So yeah, some things they've done great, some things they've done kinda but in general there's more good than bad. If you want to play it, it's worth buying. There's nothing like really wrong with it. It doesn't crash more than the original. However, it doesn't crash less than the original. So keep that in mind. There's still Gamebryo under there. It's not completely Unreal Engine. The Unreal Engine only renders what Gamebryo barfs out to it. So The Sims. Oh my god, I forgot that I put it in here. The Sims. It's the first Sims ever. I'm gonna put it in the favorite that I wouldn't recommend because nostalgia. I love the first Sims. I loved it a lot. I have so many memories of playing The Sims in many different settings. I even played it at school at some point. It was fun. It was a fun time. It was a bit more eerie than newer Sims, actually, like the first one. SimCity is another oldie. It's SimCity 3000. It was 2D, but it looked really good. I enjoyed it quite a bit. I'll put it in very good tier. Soul Calibur. I'll put it in alright tier. I couldn't get into Soul Calibur. I tried. I really tried a lot. I loved that they added like the open world mode where you could play with your custom character. That was like a dream come true for me. But the combat system, I just didn't vibe with the combat system. I just couldn't get into it. No, Geralt doesn't help. I liked how they tried to make it make sense through the plot line, how there were like different worlds colliding and stuff. That was interesting. Welcome back. But yeah, I don't know. With fighting games, the character, I always say this, character designs and the general aesthetic of the game is what pulls you into a fighting game. The animations and the combos and stuff, it's what pulls you into wanting to buy it. So first you get like the aesthetics pull you to look at it, then the combat system, how it looks as a spectacle, is something that might get you interested in trying to play it yourself. However, the gameplay, the way it feels to play and move the characters is what's gonna, in the end decide if you're gonna stay with the game. And for Soul Calibur, while I enjoyed the first two, I did not quite enjoy the last one. The combat just didn't feel right. It feels like floaty, if that makes sense. Soul Sacrifice. This is a game that was the first Vita exclusive. Anyone remembers Sony Vita consoles? It was released because they lost the Monster Hunter license. So they were desperate to push out as many games as possible. Soul Sacrifice, I was very excited for. I played quite a bit. It was mid. It was actually kind of mid. I wanted to believe that it's a good game, but after I tried, what was it called, Tokiden? Because Tokiden released after it, I think, and then Freedom Wars. I tried Tokiden, I was like, oh my god, so the games can actually look good on this console. And it played a lot better, and I finished Tokiden, it was fun. I don't have it on the list though. But yeah, Soul Sacrifice, huge disappointment. Very unique concept though. You had to like sacrifice your skills and stuff. Starfield. Starfield is actually kind of crap. Yeah. Starfield, I suppose, exacerbates all the bad things that have been accumulating in Bethesda games. It basically has the bad writing of Fallout 4. It has the uninteresting plot of Fallout 4. It has the ugly weapon designs of Fallout 4. It has bland characterization. It has subpar graphics combined with subpar gameplay. There's just nothing interesting about this game. And because it's not moddable, because they messed up the file structure completely, it's gonna disappear. In a few years, no one will remember that Starfield was a thing. Though I don't think people would want to. Well, maybe if it was really easy to mod, people would be able to fix some of it. But it's just so bland. Blandfield. It should be called Blandfield. You know what? Wait, no. I'm gonna make it gray. No, wait, this is the wrong row. This is the wrong row. This one is gonna be gray. And it's gonna be called Bland. And this is where Starfield belongs. In the bland category. Because it has nothing interesting about it. Absolutely nothing. Okay. Rant over. Space slap, yeah. Members of the team are... I'm not surprised because they did the thing. Because I'm gonna get into some modding technicals, but if you ever modded any of the Bethesda games that are based on Gamebryo or Creation Engine, it's the same thing, just a different name. When you added mods, those mods were numbered, right? But those numbers were arbitrary. They were just for load order. What Starfield did is it associates those numbers with like the IDs of the objects that are placed in the world. So if you want to add a mod that then has a dependency and you have to put it above it, it will change the numbers and it will destroy your save file and it will destroy everything. I don't know how they managed to do that, but I don't know. They destroyed this game. Whether they didn't make a game, they destroyed a game. They had some idea and they messed it up. Saints Row 4. Saints Row 4 is kinda crap. It's kinda crap. It is basically Saints Row 3, or the third. However, it introduced movement mechanics that basically nullify a lot of the other game mechanics. Like, you don't need cars at all. You can just run everywhere. You don't need guns, because you can use your powers instead of weapons. I don't know, it's just like as if they didn't think about it enough. Yeah, huge disappointment. But not as huge of a disappointment as the next Saints Row. Thank God I never bought that. Because after 4, I didn't want to spend money on Saints Row games anymore. Sims 2. Sims 2 I have fond memories of. It ran pretty badly on my PC back in the day. It's alright. It's alright. I still see it through, you know, rose-tinted glasses because of nostalgia, but... Oh, Fallout 76. I'll put it in kinda crap. It's bad. It is bad. What else can I say? After they added the NPCs, it got slightly better, but it's still so laggy. I tried to play it. I thought, like, people say that it runs better now, but as someone who only plays single player games, going to Fallout 76 gave me a freaking whiplash. The delay in the reaction between you shooting a bullet into an enemy and it reacting is like, it's insane. I thought they fixed it. That's what people said. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. Wait, does it have a... It doesn't... No, wait. Does Fallout 76 have a monthly fee? It doesn't, does it? I don't think it does. If you just buy it, you can just play it, whatever. There's like a premium or whatever mode. Oh, to play solo, yeah, for creating dedicated servers or something. Is that what you mean? Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2. Oh my god, this is another game that we played as kids. We had a demo of it, and we played the demo to death and beyond. However, we ended up getting the full game, and we enjoyed it a lot. I wouldn't call it my favorite. I'll say it's very good. I like it a lot, but it's not my favorite. Oh, I did Underground. Underground is the one where there's like a whole plot line, because in Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2, you just have 2 minutes to do things around the arena. And you have to finish all the missions, basically. There's no story to it. Tyranny. Tyranny is a favorite and a recommend. It's a fantastic CRPG. It's a bit short. It's a bit on the shorter side, but it does so many things so well. It's one of my favorite CRPGs. Of like the modern era, it's probably my favorite. Well, to be fair, if you look at the... there's not many modern RPGs, as you can see. Tyranny is the only one. Pillars was high, but not here. Numenera is a favorite, but it's not recommendable, because it's an odd game. It might be difficult to get into. Okay. Age of Empires 1. Age of Empires 1. What I call my favorite now? Now, Nostalgia wanted me to put it as a favorite, but I like it a lot. I played it for probably hundreds of hours, but let's be honest, playing as a kid doesn't really have the same weight as it has a weight in Nostalgia, but where's Minecraft? I played so little Minecraft, Shady. Also, hello. I played so little Minecraft that wouldn't warrant putting it on the list. Gothic. The Eurojank. I know there's so many Gothic fans. So many Gothic fans. I liked it a lot. I finished it. I don't know what to say about it. It's a very solid game, but whatever. No kiddie games. Galgan is there. Galgan is there. Torment. Torment? What Torment? I can't read. It's Tournament. It's Unreal Tournament. Unreal Tournament is a favorite that I would recommend if you can get your hands on it, which is not easy because they removed it from the store. Yeah. Galgan is in the very good section. The VR version is in the very good, and the normal version is in all right. Wasteland 3. Wasteland 3, I will not put it as a favorite. I liked it a lot, but it didn't quite do it for me. In some ways it was better than Wasteland 2, which is right here, which I'll put in the all right section. But yeah, it was a step forward from Wasteland 2 in some ways. It was simplified in other ways. We'll see what their new game brings. We'll see. Unreal Tournament is freeware. Can you like legally download it somewhere, or is it just abandonware basically? Sims 4. I'm embarrassed to say just how many hours I have in Sims 4. So I won't tell you. Also, I don't have Origin installed anymore. Is Origin even a thing? Didn't I change it into like EA Launcher or whatever? And no, I'm a simple man. Sims 4 is... oh gosh. It's a favorite that I want to recommend. I like Sims 4. I return to it like a bad habit. I spend way more hours in it than I should have. And I don't endorse whatever EA is doing to squeeze money out of people, you know, through the expansions. But I just can't not admit that I play it a lot. And I enjoy my time with it. Though I did burn out on it, so I don't know if I'll ever come back. XCOM 2. I have to buy 1,600 euro worth of mods. Jeez. XCOM 2. Oh, it's the second one. The second one, I can fully say that it's a favorite that I could recommend. Though, like I said, I mod it to make it a little less punishing. Because I don't like to get stressed. I know, everyone's gonna go, this game is meant to be difficult. That's part of the appeal. And I say to that, no. because I just like to have fun. And it is fun. Icewind Dale 2. Icewind Dale 2 is a sequel to a game that maybe I should do it like this. I should put Icewind Dale 1 first, which is a favorite that I would recommend if you're into, that is, if you're into old school role-playing games, CRPGs, stuff. Okay, Icewind Dale 2. Icewind Dale 2 switched to 3rd edition of D&D, and it's not as good as the first one. I couldn't get through it. I never finished it. I'll put it in the alright portion. Kenshi. Ooh, a newer game. Guys, the elf is playing a newer game. What the hell? Oh, it's not new. It's just slightly newer. 1400. Oh my god. Ermagard. Kenshi. I won't call it my favorite, but it's very, very good. Again, emergent gameplay. Sort of like, what was it? RimWorld. But slightly less. It's fun. It's interesting. And that's the one game where I don't mind the difficulty. Like, being destroyed is part of the appeal of the game. Divinity Original Sin 2, which, I don't know, people don't really talk about, but it is better, in my opinion. It is, in many ways, better than Baldur's Gate 3. I'm putting it in very good. It doesn't have some of the problems that Baldur's Gate 3 has. And the combat system is better. Because it's like, you know, it was built for the engine, not like converted. Because what Baldur's Gate 3 did was convert everything that Divinity Original Sin 2 was into Dungeons and Dragons. And in my opinion, it didn't quite work. Didn't quite work. Galgan deserved better. Maybe if they release a new one. Maybe then. Maybe then. Shadowrun. This is the first Shadowrun. I decided to go with the first one because, surprisingly, the one that's the shortest, it's just a couple of hours of gameplay, but it's like a detective story, kind of noir, and I just loved it. Compared to the other stories that they had in those other Shadowrun games, which were longer, more impressive in general, they just didn't have the cyberpunkish vibe. So yeah, this is my favorite, and I would probably recommend it too. It's not a huge, it's not expensive and not a huge like dedication. You don't have to dedicate a lot of time to it because it's a short game. And for juice, I don't want to know what juice that is implying. Fallout New Vegas. Fallout New Vegas is Fallout New Vegas really my favorite though? You know what? No, it is not. I'll put it in very good. I do like Fallout New Vegas. It's the best of the newer, of the first person Fallouts. It's the best one. But I wouldn't call it my favorite. It's not as good as like Fallout 2. It's still a very, very good game. Very good writing. Demon X Machina. Why did I put it here again? I don't know. It's a mecha game. It's a mecha action game, sort of. That I bought on a whim. Because it was on sale. And I kind of got into it. surprisingly. It's actually very good. The problems I had with it was it just didn't have much game to it. It had great like mechanics built in, but they didn't do much with them. So you just got game on the sale and played it. Yeah. It was a solid piece of gaming. Fallout 4. Fallout 4 was mid. Fallout 4 was mid, and it was the beginning of the end. After Fallout 4, Fallout 76 happened, and then Bluntfield happened. You can see like a nice ladder to the abyss. Horrible. Quake 2. Ooh, what am I gonna do with the Quake 2? What am I gonna do with the Quake 2? I didn't like Quake too much. I have very, very, very fond memories of playing it with the 3D explosions and stuff. But I tried to replay it again, and it didn't age well. It did not age well. It's kind of just boring. It's just boring. And I think I might just not have a thing for retro shooters, because it was kind of mid. But you know, when I see that Fallout 4 is there, I'm gonna put it into alright, if that's alright with you. I'm not gonna put Quake 2 next to freaking Fallout 4. We're on Nintendo games. I never played Nintendo games. Well, okay, I played like Mario Brothers on the freaking NES. Or what? Let me actually look at my Pokemon, Street Fighter, Virtue's Last Reward, Tom Clancy. Okay. What is this? I can't read the title from here. Come here, my old eyes. This is Harvest Moon. This is Nozowaku Yakata, Oto no Mani Mani. You don't know what that game is. This is Monster Hunter 3G. And this is Bravely Default. Oh my god, I can't reach those. None of these are Nintendo games. Yeah, even on Nintendo consoles, I don't really play Nintendo games. I have, what kind of accent was that? I have, one of the racing, what are they called? Mario Karts. I have Mario Kart. I don't know which one it is. I played it on Switch. This is Switch one. I have bruv. Bruv. No, nice. Sound like I'm Russian. No disrespect to Russian people. a British Russian immigrant. That would be funny. Imagine, oi bruv. Kom bravid. Komrad. Oh my god. So yeah, this is the final image that we have. Favorites that I would recommend. You can bring your pens and your paperses. Because that's the plural of paper. Paperses. Fallout 2, Arcanum, Blaze Blue, Calamity Trigger, Baldur's Gate 2, Code Vein, Dragon's Dogma, Diablo 2, Heroes 3, Neverwinter Nights 2, Mask of the Betrayer, Quake 3, Rimworld, Dead or Alive 6, Far Cry, Freedom Wars, Max Payne, Tyranny, Unreal Tournament, XCOM 2, Icewind Dale, and Shadow Run. And favorites that I wouldn't recommend, which are still favorites, just ones that I wouldn't recommend you try for various reasons. It's Crusaders of Might and Magic, Dark Messiah of Might and Magic. I should put this here just so it's Heroes of Might and Magic. So it's 3 of them in a row. Guilty Gear, XX, Love Plus, Dirty Bomb, Torment, Tides of Numenera, Soldier of Fortune, Skyrim, The Sims, and The Sims 4. Yeah. Is it a guilty pleasure? I wouldn't call it a guilty pleasure. I don't feel guilty playing it. Though I feel dirty giving my money to EA. But you know, they're the supplier of the goods, so what can I do? Yeah, not that many controversial takes. Like Oblivion and Morrowind being low, together with Half-Life in the alright tier, that's probably kinda right. Like Fallout 4 being mid, who's surprised? Fallout 3 being mid, no one's surprised. Inquisition, these you don't even probably know. Diablo 3 being kind of crap. I don't know. Is that really controversial? I didn't like Diablo 3 one bit. It was crap. Saints Row 4 was crap for the same reason. And Fallout 76 was crap for different reasons. Oh yeah, the Left 4 Dead. Yeah. Because, yeah, after I played Left 4 Dead 1, I didn't really care to play Left 4 Dead 2, and I didn't like the characters at all. How tall are you, Nevair? I am 187 centimeters, or 185 centimeters at night, because I have a fucked up spine and it compresses throughout the day. That's what you get from physical work. Six feet 14. I don't understand them feet measures. I'm not a foot person. Is that why like Americans are into feet? Because it's like a measurement or something? Whoa! The chat is running away! That's what I wanted to do. I'm looking into your eyes. No lying now. I'm doing the grudge thing. I hope I didn't trigger any old trauma from watching Grudge. Oh, it's stuttering for you? No, it's running fine for me. I haven't dropped a single frame. It's probably the Grudge sounds that I cursed you guys. I cursed you. I'm not using Wi-Fi, Shady. I'm directly connected to the to the treasures of the modern internet inventions, which is fiber. Cables for the win. Cables for the win. Cables for the win. Can you imagine if I tried to play all of these games? I just still want to finish the stream because I don't have anything else to do today. So I just prefer to sit down here and hang out with you guys while listening to lo-fi music. There you go. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. We could chat. Chat about what? What could we chat about, guys? Have any questions? Can't hear the lo-fi? What? What do you mean you can't hear the lo-fi? It's quite loud. Is it not loud enough? Can't hear it yet? Start them up, rate them for the start of and move on. Dude, there's no way I could get like half of these games. Guys, do you hear the music? Because it is playing. It's just very quiet in the background. It's just there to fill the silence, not to blast into your ears. Yeah, that's what it's supposed to be. It's just a backdrop. Just a backdrop, so even when I don't talk, it's not an awkward silence. I mean, I could grab this and blast it like this. Oh! I was asking if there's any rag pro tags besides Flushed Away and Ratatouille. I have no idea. I haven't seen either. I'll be completely honest, I haven't seen Ratatouille either. I know. Everyone has seen Ratatouille. I have not. Because I don't really watch stuff much. Yeah. I don't like animated movies at all. Yeah. Like I said, in general, I don't really watch animated movies much. Except for anime. That is animated, right? All you do is watch anime. Kinda, in a way. Partially, sure. But I also watch Japanese dramas and sometimes Western dramas. I'm watching right now. What? The Walking Dead. I'm watching The Walking Dead. That's a Western show, right? That's fine. That's fine. I haven't finished that yet. Have you heard of Stuart Little? Yeah, I have. I haven't watched it. Oh, I don't watch TV at all. I don't watch TV at all. I don't have a TV in my room. And I spend, like, except for work, I spend almost all of my time in my room, so. I thought they meant Western dramas, like, howdy, cowboy. Yeehaw! No, no, I don't like westerns. Eat the anime? What do you mean? How do I eat anime? How do I eat anime? I can't even open my mouth like that. Like, see? I keep vibrating. Never say yeehaw again. Why? Why can't I say yeehaw? Why can't I say yeehaw? What's wrong with that? What is wrong with saying yeehaw? Hmm? Very much super obscure Polish reference that hardly anyone outside Poland knows, so I can surprise my Polish friend. Let's see. I don't know. It's hard to really come up with something on the spot. It's like a natural country bumpkin. 'Cause I'm a damn bumpkin. Don't let anyone tell me otherwise. I ain't no city dweller, dear feller. So got a ditch, had to break my steep absence streak. Gotta keep my sleep rhythm going. Alright, Shady. See y'all on Discord. We do sound like actually American. I don't know. I might be talking like this now. How about we turn this into a what is the Russian music that it's hard bass. Let's play hard bass and enjoy the rhythm. Yeah. I'll just jump around from the hard bass Russian to a yeehaw Frank. I'm gonna be yeehaw Frank. That's my persona now. That's my persona now. Is the breakage, like the voice breakage, is that like part of being a redneck? Hey cousin, they stole my whiskey. Oh, that doesn't quite work. I can't break my voice because I'm too raspy from talking for an hour. Thanks for the stream. I'm up beginning back to a busy day. Alright. Have a great one, Lob. Have a great one. I think it's time for me as well. I should probably turn the stream off and maybe do something productive. Bye bye. Oh, I can't read Cyrillic. We use them Western letters here in the land of the Poles and polishing. We are best at polishing Poles. I'm just vibing. I don't feel like leaving. I could just sit here. Oh, but it's getting late, so I should probably go and maybe eat something. What? Eat a steak. I don't eat steaks. The only steaks I eat are high stakes. And weed is illegal here, so there's no high stakes. Always eat salads or baby food. What baby food? I don't need baby food. I do buy baby food. I eat quite... Wait, what? Eat? No. I buy quite a bit of baby food for my rats. And I always wonder if the shopkeepers think that I buy them for my kids. And somehow they never grow up, because it's been like 5 years and I keep buying them the same the same baby formula. No, I don't. I buy it for my rats, but they might misunderstand that I have kids at home. I'm a father of 4 rats. And it's a big responsibility. Yeah, I'm 75 years old. Oh, sorry. I'm 75 years young. I live in the state of... I don't know American states, but... Trust me when I say that my kids learn to, shoot shotguns before they learn to walk. Yeehaw, America, Eagles, burgers. Yes, I live in a state of constant fear. Excuse me. Is this the elf spot for the elf? Can I intrude for a moment? Because you see, I would actually like to talk to you about your car's extended warranty. Just kidding. Just kidding. You don't own a car. No one owns a car. Ownership is an illusion. I know. I don't have to drive a car to ask you about your warranty. You just have to own one. And then I can own you through your ownership. Where do elves sleep? Normally on the bed, I would reckon. Own as in like pooned, like you know, in shooter games when you poon a noob. Do you even say that anymore? Like PWN? Poon the noobs? Boomer. What do you mean? Pond, not pond. PWNED. No, not even ED. It's just PWND. Which is just a mistype of owned. Because you had to type quickly before they shot you back, you know. And then you would look like the noob. They would probably teabag you. Yeah, pooning noobs and dirty bomb. That's what I did. That's what I did before I became old and my reaction times plummeted. and my life became a waking nightmare of slow neurons